We are getting ready for Purim in our house, in our homeschool. And it's really exciting. It's a really fun holiday. There's costumes. There's giving shalach manos baskets, giving food to your friends. We're decorating our house for Purim. We're doing little puppet shows. I have this whole list of activities that I'm doing with my kids for Purim, but right now I want to focus on one aspect, and all the activities that I do kind of centers around this one idea. I mean, Purim is it's a huge holiday. There's so much to it. There's so much meaning. There's meaning, and then there's deeper meaning and deeper meanings. There's so much. And it's like, what do you focus on? Do you give it all at once? It's just a lot. So everything that I do with them kind of centers on this one idea, and that's what I want them to take away from the holiday. And the idea is the power of a child's prayer. The story of Purim goes that when Mordechai heard about Haman's decree that the Jews would be killed, he gathered the children, and they said a prayer together, and they said a prayer that we say to this day. It's in the Siddur, it's in the Jewish prayer book. We say it after every morning service, afternoon service, and night service, and it's called Al-Tira. I'm just going to show you the prayer from my Siddur, and maybe you can pause the video, screenshot it. It was the children's prayer that brought out God's mercy upon the Jewish people, and it was because the children together prayed that Queen Esther was able to succeed. So yes, Queen Esther is the heroine, and there is so much you can focus on with the power of a Jewish woman and bravery and courage, the strength of women. But this year, I just want to focus on the power of a child's prayer. And I just see in my kids davening and their prayers that when they pray, they ask for something, they get it. It's funny, they'll ask for a certain toy, and then all of a sudden my mom sends it in the mail. So the power of a child's prayer is really, really potent. And that's the idea that I want them to take away from the holiday. So we're learning the story of Purim, but I do try to emphasize the power of a child's prayer. When I daven with my younger kids, I add in that Al-Tira prayer. And I'll say, this is the prayer from Mordechai. When Mordechai gathered the children, they said this prayer, and it reached Hashem, went right up to Hashem, and it was able to give Queen Esther the success that she needed because of the children, because children gathered and they got together and they said words of Torah and they prayed. And then I'll say Al-Tira with them, and then I'll sing Al-Tira. One main thing that we do on Purim is we go to the synagogue and we hear the Megillah, and every time we hear the name Haman, the kids, they go boo, and they wave their groggers, boo, Haman. What we're doing is we are gathering children together, and we are erasing the name of evil. Yes, it's fun, and it should be fun for them, but there is also the deeper meaning of it in that children really are changing the world. I truly believe in a child's prayer and that it goes straight to Hashem, and I truly believe that a child can change the world. They can change the world for good just by praying. They are so pure, and they are so just good and innocent, and they're coming to God from such a pure, innocent, wholehearted place that their prayers can change the world more so than mine or the greatest rabbi, the greatest tzaddik. A child can change the world in a way that the greatest tzaddik cannot do. And we learn this in the Purim story. So I want to just tap into that this Purim with my kids. There's so much to focus on, and you have to just kind of see where your kids are at in their learning, in their davening. That's kind of, what we're up to in our Purim learning. I am posting a lot of our activities on Instagram. So if you can join me there, I know I don't like the word follow. We're not followers. We're all our own leaders. So the word is follow, but join me on Instagram and you'll see different activities that we're doing. I did some puppets. We did some decorations for our house. I'm not real fancy about it, but we did. Getting into the Purim spirit. That is my video for today, and that's what I wanted to share with you. I will make some more Purim videos for you in the coming weeks until the big day, until the big beautiful day of Purim.